So today will be the test if we could get water from the bottom of the creek with this pump into that tote. How's it going, you beautiful people? Today is a little bit of a late start. I spent the night at Dutch's house last night. We went live, as you guys know, if you saw that. If not, you go over to Keeping It Dutch and check out the live chat we did, or to Arms Family Homestead and check that out. We went live on both because Dutch's internet wasn't the best. I get better service in my tent and at Walmart than Dutch does at his house. Shame on you, Dutch. Anyways, it was awesome. I liked hanging out with everyone off camera. It was super fun. That was the first time I've really been able to like sit down and like talk to them, and they gave me some great advice in my personal life, for YouTube, stuff like that. So I'll be forever grateful for those guys, and Kevin too. And Kevin was there, and his wife, and me and Kevin became pretty good friends, I would say, over the last 2 weeks or however long I've been here. And it was one of those things where he tried to keep up with our channel as much as he could. I tried to keep up with as much as I could, or I tried to keep up with his channel as much as I could. And it's just one of those things, when you're on YouTube, it's hard to keep up with other people. But now that we're pretty close, we've become pretty close friends, and I think it's awesome. And the one thing I'm not so awesome feeling about is this trap. So I caught nothing. And but I did go set a game camera up down here with some corn where Dutch left his feeder, and I forgot to bring another cup of corn. So while I'm gonna go get this corn, let me show you some photos. All right, I'm back, and I got a cup full of corn in a Carl's Jr. cup, wherever that came from. I don't know who put it there, but at least they didn't throw it on the ground. I'd rather them throw it in the back of my truck than litter. But yes, it's crushed corn. I bought the wrong bag. I was trying to get whole corn, picked up the wrong bag. But this feeder, I need to get a new battery. So basically what I've been doing is just dumping it out. And I'll put like 1 or 2 cups. And that was the first time I put corn out, so that was pretty awesome seeing there were 5 deer in the first little group, and then when it got dark, 2 more came out, and so that was pretty awesome. And I think there's like, today as I'm filming this, I think tomorrow's the last day of deer season. So I don't have a license, but maybe I can get old Dutch out here or something. I don't think his daughter got a deer this year. So hey, Dutch, if you want to come out, bring your daughter or whoever, come on with it. I'll just make me some deer jerky. We'll call it even. How about that? But I'm gonna get some more corn, throw it out, and then maybe try to just sit up there this evening right before the sun goes down and see if I could see him come up, because that'd be cool. I just want to get him on video, and if Dutch happens to come out, then it'd be pretty cool if he can get one, and then you know, put this feeder to use that he never got to use. So since we didn't get anything in the trap, but we did see some deer, I will call that a success with that goes. But I got something huge. I went to Atwood's yesterday. Check this out. All right, guys, so now what I got going on is I bought this sump pump. I went to Atwood's yesterday, and I bought the sump pump. I bought a bunch of hoses, or 300 feet of hose, 300 feet of electric cord. I got my generator, and I got my water tote over there, 250 gallon. And I'm pretty sure it's 250 gallons. And so I went up to Atwood's, like I said, and I was talking to the manager and some other people that work there, and they gave me great advice. I told them I was off grid. I got a little creek down at the bottom. It's about 200-300 feet. I need to pump it uphill. What can I do? So basically what they told me my best bet is to get this pump with a motor on it, and it would suck up and it would just shoot water up like crazy real quick. But that's a big investment. And so they said on the lower end, you can buy this little sump pump, buy these hoses, electrical cord, already have a generator, and then a water tote. So they said it should work. It'll be a slower incline with the water, but it should fill it up. So today will be the test if we could get water from the bottom of the creek with this pump into that tote. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all this electrical cord and I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna kind of put it next to the little creek, and then I'm gonna work my way back up and see how far we can go before hauling everything else down and moving the water tote and generator out. See if I even have enough electrical cord, because if I don't, this plan failed already. So hopefully it'll work. All right, guys, I don't know if you could tell, but I tied, let's see if I can pull this up. I tied this extension cord to that tree down there, and then I'm gonna run the rest of the cord up the hill as far as I can, tied around another tree, hook onto there, go up, tied onto another tree, and go up. I'm hoping it'll at least get me to this side of the road. It'd be amazing if it gets on the other side where the tent and all that is. I just don't think that's gonna be possible. But even if I can get water up to the flat part, it's huge, and have 250 gallons sitting up there. So let's take this power cord up this hill. It's pretty steep. Yeah, I totally just fell. It's pretty steep, so I'm gonna put the camera down and try to go up this without filming. All right, guys. So I got it tied off in the tree there, and it goes down there. So now I got another at least 200 feet to go. Hopefully it makes it to the flat part. I think it will, but you never know. Whew, guys, all right. So I got it tied off here, and I went up another 100 feet. So I got 100 more, but we don't have that much further to go. So I think we'll make it to the flat part, at least kind of near the road. So whew, we're almost there. All right, guys, here's the end of it. Pretty tight. Look where we ended up. Short. Unfortunately, we've still probably got another at least 50 to 75 feet up, so I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm kind of bummed. I guess the with the steepness and everything, it adds to how many feet going straight. So, and then plus having to go around all the trees. So even if I can get that tote right here, I still have to bring the generator all the way over here. So that's a bummer. So I think what I'm gonna do is I have to, I don't have to, but I'm gonna run into town again today. I basically use today as a as an off day to do much stuff. So I'm gonna leave this cord here, but I'm gonna go ahead and run the water hose down all the way down, and then I'll buy one more extension cord and one more hose, and just pray that that little pump has enough power to pump it all the way up here. If not, I'm gonna have to bring that tote way down here and the generator way down here every time I fill up that thing. So this sucks, but hey, this is a start, and I'm not gonna let this get me down. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the hose. I'm not gonna show you guys, but I'll go ahead and run the hose down there and all that, and whenever I run into town tomorrow, we'll be able to see if we get running water or not. So this close, guys. But the thing is we are literally, instead of being mad or upset about this and I could really let it ruin my day, I'm not gonna let it, because guess what? Now I potentially have water right here and that close to that, rather than having to walk all the way down the hill. So even though I didn't get my goal for the day, I still made progress, and I'm very, very excited and glad for that. All right, guys, well, I'm already sweaty. I figured, first off, a lot of you are saying that you don't like my hair being long. I don't know if you've been watching for a while, I guess, but when I first started YouTube a couple years ago, I only posted like 3 videos. My hair was real long. Then I cut it short, grow it long, cut it short, grow it long. And all I gotta say is this. How could you hate this long hair? Come on, guys. All right, but in reality, a log splitter. You freaking kidding me? So I built the little thing yesterday with the hatchet, and I put on a nail and I put it on there. And whenever I was at Dutch's house, like Daniel and Dutch were just like, man, that was pretty smart of you, pretty clever. And Kevin was like, dude, I can help you out. And I was like, how could I make that better? He's like, I got a log splitter you could borrow. And I was like, what? And yeah, I was like, what? He said, yeah, you just get your log, stick it down in there, then you can get a sledgehammer. I'm gonna use the back of my axe because it's all I got. And then you just hit it down real hard and it splits it. Never used one. Let's try it out. Pretty awesome. And then I guess you could just keep splitting it however much you want. Kevin, you're my hero. So I'm gonna go ahead and split up some more wood. I won't show that since I showed it yesterday, but this thing is awesome. So he basically said I could borrow it for a little while. I'll split a whole bunch and then I'll return this back to him. But Kevin, thanks bud, I truly appreciate it. You're helping out a lot. So now I'm gonna answer some questions about the tiny house. I know a lot of y'all been saying, when are you gonna start working on the tiny house again? Guys, why are you in such a rush? It's just crazy. I wanna build this and build it right and build it slow and learn as I go and do all that. Yes, I'm gonna start working on it. I'm actually gonna work on it a little bit tomorrow and hopefully try to brace up the bottom or something, and then if I could start putting the plywood on, that's what I'd really like to get done. It's just, the weather's been bad the past few days. It's been terrible. Today's actually a decent day, but of course after all the ice and storms and everything that came through, I had to go in, get some supplies, stuff like that. I don't have running water. That's why I ran out of all the water that I had, so I had to run into town, get some. That's why I try to get the pump to do that. So priorities, yes, I'm trying to get the house done. It's finished, or yes, I'm trying to get the house finished as quickly as possible because, yeah, who wants to live in a tent forever? But at the same time, you have to realize I'm one man, and I want to do this on my own. I don't want a bunch of help from people. I could have this built already if I wanted. There's been people that said they'd come out and help, like whole crews and everything. So it's not that, it's the fact that it's a challenge for me to build this by myself and say I built it from the ground up, and to put little details in the house that when hopefully one day I can invite some of you guys over, and when you get here and you look and you see every little piece that I took my time and I carved out little, you know, little pieces here and there, accent parts and all that. I want to blow your mind when it comes to that, and I want to be super proud of the house that I built. So I'm not trying to rush into it, but I do want to get it finished sooner than later. So no worries on that. I'm gonna work on it a little bit tomorrow unless it rains for some weird reason, but the house is gonna be worked on. But I also have to make sure that I have a warm place to live in, that I have running water and all of that cool stuff. So bear with me guys, but I promise this thing's gonna get built. And on that note of being built, I am gonna work on the inside of the tent some. I do have some extra material. Now that the bad weather's gone, I can actually get those boards that I wanted, and I'm gonna board up the whole bottom on the outside, kind of like skirting, to kind of keep snakes out. They can get in if they really truly want, but I'm gonna try to block that off as good as I can. And one thing that I've learned from living in a tent for a while, even the little tent, I've been up here for what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know, I'm already lost, but having to go every time you go in, you have to unzip, zip up, unzip, zip up. It's a pain in the butt. And so came up with an idea, and what I'm gonna do is, so I have it nailed down there in the bottom so the flaps don't move around, but you can hook it on up here in the corners on each side, so it could be completely open. You could open it up there and open up there. So what I'm gonna do is, very cheaply, I'm not gonna spend a lot of my money, so don't worry on that part, I'm gonna build a wall in the front, and I'm gonna put a door on it. That way I can kind of lock it up, even though yes, someone wants to break in, they can. Not like lock, but I can make sure it closes good. And then I wanna add like maybe 2 little small windows that I could open and close if I need to, because if it gets too hot in there, I have to open the door. And if for whatever reason, if something were to happen, hasn't happened yet, but if something were to happen and it got full of smoke, then I got to open the whole door. But if it were to happen like that, I can just open the windows. I can actually see out. That's the thing I don't like at night, is whenever I'm in there, there's no windows. There's light because it's canvas and like the moon, and it's actually brighter in there than you'd expect. Like you could see somewhat. It's not pitch black, but you can see somewhat, but you can't see out. So I think if I do that, and I can get windows cheap, I already know where I can get them for super cheap. Build a little door, just be some paneling, you know, it'd be super cheap, not a big deal. So I'm not gonna throw all my money into this. And then I got, you know, some plywood and some 2x4s and stuff that's left over, I'm gonna build some little shelves in there, build like a thing where I could put my pots and pans. I'm gonna build a desk. I'm gonna kind of make it a little more homey, because everything is on the floor and I don't like that. So I'm going to kind of try to get stuff up on the walls and not touch the fabric. I already know that. Everyone told me if you touch the fabric, it'll leak. I get it. And then I'm going to get some stuff and seal up the seams and whatnot so it doesn't leak either. And I'm going to try to make this a little more comfortable, because the reality is, and I know a lot of you are saying, hurry up and build a house. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna have to be in this tent for a little while, and I want to make it as comfortable as possible, and I don't want everything on the floor, because I got stuff that doesn't need a break, and you know, things of that nature. So, and I'll probably end up getting maybe like some type of metal box somewhere if I could find it for my food, because I keep most of it in my truck unless I'm gonna eat it, because I don't want animals coming up. So I'm gonna renovate my tent, if you want to call it that, and I'm gonna just make it nice and make it comfortable for myself. Alright guys, so I don't have a whole lot for you in today's video. Like I said, I spent most of my day running errands, doing stuff like that. But I want to end this video with just a huge thank you for all of you guys that support, that jump in live chats and have been commenting and messaging, and the subscriber count has just been going like crazy. I don't even know how to describe it. My views have been going like crazy. I don't know what happened with yesterday's video. It got 5 comments. Something was wrong with YouTube. I don't know. So hopefully this video won't mess up either. But the support you guys have been giving me is just unreal. So I want to get back. If you are in the I'm not going to give you the exact area where I'm at. Some of you kind of know, but I'm not going to tell all of you, because some of you guys are creepers. But if you are in the Tahlequah, I'm gonna make a triangle here. So basically Tahlequah, Siloam Springs, Arkansas, which is the border, and Tulsa. It's kind of a weird triangle there. If you're somewhere in that area, I would like to go have lunch with some of you guys. I will pay. I would like to pay for dinner. So if you don't have money, don't worry about it. You just have to basically find your way to that restaurant wherever we're gonna go. We'll figure that out whenever I figure out who I'm gonna go and have dinner or lunch with. And I just think it'd be awesome to meet one of you guys, kind of hang out and just get to know you guys off camera type of thing. And if for whatever reason you would like to be in the video, I am more than welcome to put you in the video. And you could be a YouTuber, you could be a non-YouTuber. I don't really care. I just want to have lunch or dinner, or maybe even breakfast with one of you guys, and or maybe even a couple of y'all. Maybe I don't know, we'll see. But comment down below in this video if you are in the area and would like to meet up sometime this week and have lunch, dinner, or maybe even breakfast. And so if you are, just let me know. Just please comment the town you're in, and if it's just you, if it's you and your husband or spouse or wife or whatever, or you and your kids, just let me know who it is, and that way I kind of know, and I kind of have an idea of how many people I could potentially take, because I ain't making $1 million, but YouTube has been better off for me lately, I'll just say that. So I have enough money that I would like to take one or a few of you guys out to eat with me, and I think that'd be awesome. It'd give me some company for a minute, and I'd get to and I'd be able to get to know you guys on a more personal level, and it'd just be kind of a one-on-one type thing. We kind of have a good dinner, good conversation, and hopefully we could become friends after that. So if you would like to hang out and have some food, comment down below where you're from, how many people would be joining if you were picked, and let's eat. Let's eat some good food. We'll figure that out wherever we're gonna eat. Depending on who goes, we'll figure out something close to you. I'm willing to drive to you, so you don't have to drive that far. So again guys, thanks so much. I feel truly, truly, truly honored and blessed to be a part of your lives every single day. So just from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys. I love you guys. You are literally changing my life every day, and you have no idea. You guys inspire me more than anything with your comments and all of that stuff. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.